What up, everybody? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and keep this short and simple. I've tried making this video multiple times, but I keep going off track and things like that. So I'm just going to try to keep this as short, sweet, and blunt and just straight to the point. I made a video a few days ago, I think it might have been a week ago or something like that at this point, about WWE 2K26 when I made the WWE 2K26 rant. Of course, I had one faceless troll over there that, was trying to instigate or run his mouth or whatever, so he just got blocked. I ain't dealing with, assholes like that. So, that's how I deal with the trolls. I don't make it a point to constantly respond to them or anything. I just simply block them and move on. So, But nonetheless, though, there was one person that I don't think was a troll, per se, because he had an actual profile picture and everything. Now, I would think that one would be more just a fanboy, basically. Given the fact that he really kind of contradicted himself right there within the comment section, because if he had actually watched that video and properly heard me out, then he would have heard what I said. Because here's the thing, in his comment he's saying that you can buy the game without having to purchase the DLC. Like, really, you don't say, because that is exactly what I said I plan on doing right there within that video. I said I'm going to wait till it's cheap and used, then I'll get a copy of it. And I'm not going to buy no DLC for it. I literally said that. I have even made other videos saying I plan on getting in the game, but I'm still not going to get the DLC for it. How hard is that to understand? But again, all of it could have been avoided if people actually properly heard me out. Watch the video. And they say, well, the video is too long. It wouldn't matter. It could have been like a 30-second short. And these people would still run with whatever they want to run with because they're up in their fanboy feelings. Let's just keep it real on that. I've seen this plenty of times before. I've dealt with this kind of nonsense plenty of times before. So I know exactly what these people are like when it's all said and done. So, yeah. But anyway, though, he brings up a point saying, the games have always been riddled with corporate greed. Really? Because I remember the THQ wrestling games, they only cost like $20 to $25 to get all the DLC. That was it. There wasn't no 3 or 4 different season passes that cost like $50 like what it is now. Yeah. There was enough research done by somebody, and they have confirmed that it's going to cost you over $1,000 to get all the content in WWE 2K26. Now, you can't sit there and blame that on price inflation, because you don't go from being $20 to $25 to being over $1,000. That's not due from price inflation. That's due to corporate greed. And again, I'm not your average modern-day gamer that's going to support and defend everything because they're just so afraid of missing out on a video game. Yearly release one at that. No, I'm going to have some self-respect. I'm going to have some integrity and do what people back in my day would have done when it came to Atari pulling the crap they did. I don't care if another gaming crash happens, which it's not going to happen anyway, because at the end of the day, the modern gamers outnumber the, gamers that actually have a sense of integrity and everything. So, yeah. That's why the key cards are as successful as they are. Fanboys will, and again, I'm friends with people who buy key cards, okay? It's whatever. But at least that person, I know for sure, is not going around making videos defending it or justifying it or trying to rub it into people's faces that they're selling good. No, that's something that a fanboy would do. So, yeah. But nonetheless, though, at the end of the day, it went from being just a little over $20 to being over $1,000 now. There's no sense in that. My goodness, you can freaking get you a good gaming PC for less than what it would cost to get all the content in WWE 2K26. You can get yourself an Xbox Series X, a couple of games, a brand new controller for less than what it would cost to get all the content in WWE 2K26. You can go out and buy yourself a brand new Nintendo Switch 2 and even the $80 copy of Mario Kart World and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and Donkey Kong Bonanza and a freaking Pro Controller. You can get all of that. Oh yeah, and a micro SD card to boot. You can get all of that for less than what it would cost to get all the content in WWE 2K26. You can go out and get you a PlayStation 5, and a few games, good games for that, and an extra controller for less than what it would cost to get all the content in WWE 2K26. So, yeah. And the fact that these fantards can still find a way to defend that and justify that just proves my point. A gaming crash will never happen because modern day gamers don't have any self-respect. They don't have any integrity. You know, they're all willing to just bend over and take it up the tailpipe unlubricated and everything. So, yeah. But I'm not. Okay? I've got some integrity. I've got self-respect. And that's why I will not support the greed. Don't like it? Not my problem. Y'all take care. God bless and peace.